news from Jack? There's a statewide APB out on it.
Jack's okay. He has something up his sleeve. He's not worried about being caught.
How do we help?
We go after the other side of the equation. Jack has a legion and its cronies running scared. We go after the doctor and some of the other guys.
With the whole department breathing down our necks.
It's time for action, Herschel. It's time for change. Jack's crossed the Rubicon, and we have to be on the other side ready to help.
Christ, what was that?
Explosion. Something big.
You think it's the Reds? You think those Rusky sons of bitches that dropped the H-bomb on us?
Calm down, Herschel. We need to be ready for the call.
I'm not waiting for an invitation. Get in the car and head for the cloud. KGPL can give us the details on the way.
All units, reports of an explosion. Location, more alternative location, it's south of Santa Monica. West of, stand by for further. All units, car 88K reports an explosion downtown. Repeating, 88K is reporting an explosion downtown. All units, stand by for further.
Downtown? Can't be.
All units, explosion location is somewhere in Wilshire. Car 14 Adam reports the address. Units, stand by for further.
We have looters around the corner. Cuff them or put them down. We need to get this area under control.
Shoot at cops, you little prick! Get that bastard cold! Now ain't the time to be looking for a profit, asshole!
Catch a bullet, you son of a bitch!
The commander will want us at the scene. Let's go. Jesus. I've never seen nothing like this.
I wish I could say the same. It's like a bomb's gone off. Jesus Christ. Poor people.
We gotta find out what went down.
What do you think?
Binker and Carruthers are on site. Let's see what they have to say about it. If anyone has a clue what happened, it's those guys.
What in God's name happened here?
Wasn't nuclear. If it was, we'd all be dead from the radiation.
That's reassuring. What's radiation?
Everyone inside the factory was vaporized. Look at the size of that crater.
What's going on over there?
The mayor is going on television, appealing for calm.
Television? Who can afford one of those things?
Anything to go on?
You're looking at the remains of Nicholson electroplating. I have an idea of what might have caused the explosion, but I'm only guessing. Have a look around the rubble, see if you come up with anything.
Worlds turn upside down.
Then it's time for us to do our jobs. I'm stumped. Ideas?
When I first saw the cloud, I thought we were all done for. Let me know if you find any evidence of the VIX.
advice?
We should search around the edges of the crater, see what the blast tossed up.
That's it, Mr. Mayor. We're wrapped.
Well, good. Thank you very much, son. You think it went okay?
Couple of
We
pickups,
should search
sir,
around
but
the
that's
edges
to
of
be
the crater,
expected.
see what the blast tossed
Nobody's ever
up.
done this before. We'll get better with practice.
That maybe goes for me too, son. Should have played it a little more somber. What do you think, son?
No, Mr. Mayor. You came across as, very resolute. We don't have enough airtime to speak to both of you, kid.
Sweet heavens above. Looks like all that's left. We can try the laundry tag.
Detective, you seen this yet? Come take a look.
Appreciate your help with those vultures around the corner. The scene's yours now.
Blew the locker open, but shielded the contents. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, only OSS agents use these things. We'll need to get the film developed to see if there's an espionage angle. Any ideas, Herschel?
None that I care to utter for public consumption.
Tomoko Akamoto. Japanese name.
What is it?
A substitution cipher. The Germans used them in the war. These are cipher rings.
You know what to do with them?
Maybe. I used them in OCS. These first letters are the cipher key. The rest of the message should align itself. What now?
We should search around the edges of the crater, see what the blast tossed up.
an address. 133 North Vermont Avenue. I'm at a loss.
Let's see what else we can find.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
I thought Forvix was a tough break.
Any ideas?
Let's see what else we can find.
They can't start the cleanup till you're done combing over the place, Detective.
Phelps, I thought you were under suspension. I got nothing to say to a bum like you.
Hey, detective! I think I got something here.
Any idea what this is?
A very large egg cup? A Viking helmet? How would I know, Phelps? Try putting it back together.
Looks to me like some kind of machine component. An airplane part, maybe.
This isn't what we're looking for.
Help me out.
Let's get to the address you took off the code wheel thing. Find out what's there.
Perimeter is up. The whole place is contained.
So what next?
Let's get to the address you took off the code wheel thing. Find out what's there.
Herschel, come on.
All right, all right.
I spilled coffee all over my dash when I heard the boom. You better find out what the hell happened.
Not much more we can do here, Detective.
We hosed it down, Detective. The rest is up to you and the tech guys.
Don't touch the camera! You have any idea how much these things cost, Mac? Stay back.
Advice?
Let's get to the address you took off the cold wheel thing. Find out what's there.
What do you think?
Let's get to the address you took off the cold wheel thing. Find out what's there.
Not much more we can do here, Detective.
Help me out.
Let's get to the address you took off the cold wheel thing. Find out what's there.
Nothing significant.
I hope this had nothing to do with your seditious pinko friends, Phelps. Get the answers, Detective.
I almost shit my britches when I heard that boom.
Circumstantial.
Any ideas?
Let's get to the address you took off the cold wheel thing. Find out what's there.
What now?
Let's get to the address you took off the code wheel thing. Find out what's there.
I spilled coffee all over my dash when I heard the boom. You better find out what the hell happened.
That's what I think. I've seen it all.
I'm at a loss.
Let's get to the address you took off the code wheel thing. Find out what's there.
I'm Fred Nicholson.
This is your place?
What's left of it. 32 years of work up in smoke.
Can you tell us what happened here?
Our chief chemist, Harold McClellan, was using this area to test the new process.
And what exactly is this new process?
That's classified information, son.
A lot of people died here, Mr. Nicholson. I'm prepared to go to the press and tell them it was your fault. What is the new process?
A way to chemically polish aluminum. It's traditionally done by hand. It's extremely labor intensive. The process could be worth millions.
Who is Tomoko Akamoto?
Dr. McClellan's personal assistant. She came highly recommended.
Akamoto was involved in industrial espionage. Was she working for you or for a foreign government?
That's a ridiculous assertion. How can you possibly say she was a spy?
How many of your other employees carry spy cameras in their handbags?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, she was selling me out.
If she wasn't a foreign spy, who could she have been working for?
There could be other plating companies, but the big customers for the process are the aircraft manufacturers. Lockheed, Boeing, Hughes, North American.
What can you tell us about McClellan?
A brilliant chemist. He approached me a few months ago with the idea for the new process.
So no one has ever done this before?
No, but it's legitimate research.
So you thought McClellan could do what no one else could do. You were prepared to take that risk.
Look, he was a trained chemist, and his ideas could revolutionize electroplating.
And you would be rich.
I'm a businessman. What's wrong with turning a buck?
You blew up 6 blocks! God knows how many people are dead.
I regret that.
That's laudable.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Nicholson. Can you send us Dr. McClellan and Miss Akamoto's personnel files?
I will if I can find them.
By the way, we also found the collar of a shirt. It has a laundry tag.
They're likely to be Dr. McClellan. The majority of people who worked here don't use a laundry service. Leave me be, Detective. I gotta sort this mess out.
Phelps, I thought you were under suspension. I got nothing to say to a bum like you.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Fire department can sift the rubble. We can check out the coded addresses. Or we can try R&I for the laundry tag. Or maybe take a long shot at the egg cup.
I'm at a loss.
The fire department can sift the rubble. We can check out the coded addresses. Or we can try R&I for the laundry tag. Or maybe take a long shot at the egg cup.
You can drive.
You think Malone went up in smoke? Or is he still alive?
You could ask the same question about Tom McCall.
I guess you could. You got an answer?
Not yet. But I'm working on it. So what next?
Go on and take a look around. But be careful, huh?
Detective Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you speak to someone at the Army Air Force Base for me, please?
Of course, Detective.
Tell them I have what I believe is an aircraft part. It's polished metal, light for its size. It looks like a cone of some sort. It's stamped on the inside. P&W Wasp Major R4360.
I'll get back to you, Detective, when you check in for messages. Anything else?
I need an address for Superior Laundry Services.
Closest store to your location is in Wilshire, 4766 Melrose Avenue.
Thanks for your help. What now?
Let's get down to the laundry and see if we can trace McClellan. I can't wait to see what he has in his icebox.
You know the way. You can drive. What do you think?
Get the good oil from the guy at the desk.
What do you need?
Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We have one of your laundry tags. Can you tell us who it might belong to?
Are you kidding? I got work to do, Mac. Here's the customer book. Knock yourself out.
Number was, J2620, Cole.
Who is Hangstrom?
Could be someone else from the factory. Does he have an address?
No. Dead end. Thank you for all your help, sir.
Hey, you got the book. What more do you want?
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for an Oscar Hangstrom.
Checking. No residential listing for anyone by that name, Detective. Sorry.
Thank you. Help me out.
I say we're not through at the Mystery House yet, Joel. One in North Vermont. Let's go back.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Well, well. Why the cloak and dagger routine, Miss Akamoto?
Somebody turned the place over. But you think I could fit in there? I couldn't fit in there.
I'd like to think you would have had something more to say about getting shoved in a fridge, Herschel. Could be a class ring. On Jeans Lindbergh. Very expensive watch. Favored by flyboys. I always wanted one as a kid.
That's funny. As a kid, all I wanted was some food on the table.
One to the head, one to the heart. Point blank. Looks like we have a match.
Interesting dame, this Sakamoto. What is it exactly?
Microfilm. A document shrunk to the size of your thumbnail.
Broad must have amazing eyesight.
Don't think this is any use to us. would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
You know what this is, Biggs?
Sure. That apartment gives you one of those when you retire. Biggs, badge 525. I'll need a couple of black and whites at 133 North Vermont Avenue, Wilshire. We'll need an ambulance in the corner. Probably a team from technical services as well.
Advice?
Gamewell. We need to check for messages.
Detective Phelps, badge 1247. Messages, please.
You need to call Ray Pinker urgently.
Can you put me through?
It's ringing now.
We're on our way in.
Nix that. I got a message from Lindbergh Field. An airplane tech there identified your part.
What is it?
He said it was a prop spinner from either a Corsair or a B-50.
A what?
Fits over the center of the propeller and protects the pitch gearing.
So it's a military part.
Could be, but get this. The Spruce Goose runs 8 Wasp R-4360s. I think you better get over there and check it out.
We're on it. Any ideas?
The cone traces back to Hughes Aircraft, right? Well, let's get there.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
All right. Where to?
This is a military project, gentlemen. Can you state your business?
Detectives, Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We're investigating the explosion. We have reason to believe there may be a link to Hughes Aircraft.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there, Detective. Without authorization from military HQ, you won't be allowed onto this facility.
What seems to be the problem, gentlemen? Hey, Biggs. You're not still with the LAPD.
Right so, mates. Can you help us out here?
Sure. What seems to be the problem?
We're working the big explosion at the electroplating plant. I found a part there that belongs to one of your planes.
I work head of security for Mr. Hughes now. I'll take full responsibility. I'm sure we can clear this up. Follow me. It's the big hangar. You can't miss it.
Who is Mapes, and what's his connection to Howard Hughes?
Vernon Mapes used to work Advice. Word is he runs fuck pads for Hughes's starlets.
A pimp. Earl and Mapes would seem.
Mapes was the role model for
Follow me.
I'm stumped. Ideas? Advice? Good day, miss.
I'm busy now. Can I ignore you some other time?
Can that thing really fly?
Mr. Hughes believes so. Amazing, isn't she?
So, this is the Spruce.
Jesus Christ, Biggs, you want to get me fired? Mr. Hughes hates that fucking name. It's the H-4 Hercules to you.
You mind answering a few questions, Mr. Mapes?
Call me Vernon, kid. Fire away.
you know anything about the explosion that happened at Nicholson Electroplating this morning?
No more than anyone else. Heard the boom while I was shaving. Almost shit my pants. Thought it was Pearl all over again.
Do you know anything about the explosion that happened at Nicholson Electroplating this morning?
No more than anyone else. Heard the boom while I was shaving. Almost shit my pants. Thought it was Pearl all over again.
But you had no personal contact with any of the employees. And you have no idea what caused the explosion.
I'm in security. I handle Mr. Hughes's personal interests, if you get my meaning. I'm not directly involved in manufacturing.
Do you know Tomoko Akamoto?
Never heard of the broad. Why?
You don't happen to wear an LAPD tie pin, do you, Mapes?
Sometimes. I have a couple of them from my days on the force.
Do you know the chief chemist at Nicholson Electroplating, a Harold McClellan?
I've heard of the guy. He was pitching some fancy process to the company.
We know that you were sending parts to Nicholson for testing. Question is whether you were going through Nicholson or cutting your own deal with McClellan.
Interesting theory, kid. How you gonna prove any of that?
We found a prop spinner in the wreckage. We believe it belongs to this aircraft.
We sent them some aluminum parts to test. Howard and the Boffins were interested in this guy McClellan's theories. McClellan was cutting out Nicholson. That's not our problem.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Mapes. Do you mind if we have a look around while we're here?
Sure. Knock yourself out.
You want to take a look inside her? Can't hurt.
Anytime you two want some night security work, just give me a call.
What do you think?
What do you say we take a look around inside the plane?
You're falling behind, Herschel.
Phelps, I'm coming.
McClellan's process was going to replace all this. What now?
What do you say we take a look around inside the plane? Great.
Latitude 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Longitude 76 degrees, 0 minutes west. .76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. $76 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 west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Let's see where this is exactly. The Bahamas. Somebody's already got their maiden flight planned. Help me out.
Check Mapes' office, but easy does it. You find something, he could turn nasty pretty quick.
So what next?
Check Mapes' office, but easy does it. You find something, he could turn nasty pretty quick.
I'm at a loss.
Check Mapes' office, but easy does it. You find something, he could turn nasty pretty quick. slow to these engines. You think that...
Is that a Pratt & Whitney 4360?
Sure is. You know your motors.
Do you mind if I take a look at the prop spinner?
We're getting her ready for sea trials, so be quick about it.
What is the oily covering on the metal?
We coat the aluminum parts in linseed oil to preserve it from oxidization.
Looks like Mapes' office is in the far corner. Let's go see what he's hiding.
You a flyboy during the war? Yeah, I'll see you around.
Incidental.
That is Marie the Body McDonald.
Does Hughes have her on contract to RKO?
Yeah, I bet he does. Let's see what Pinker has for us. He's probably done tinkering with that camera by now.
This doesn't pertain to the case. Not much help.
Thanks for the tour, Mapes.
Always happy to help the department. Hey, don't I know your face from the papers? You're the cop that's stripping that German broad.
Nah, I think you got the wrong guy, Vernon.
I'm busy now. Can I ignore you some other time?
Shake a leg, Herschel.
On my way. How are we gonna look getting around in this stinkhole?
So McClellan was selling his new process to Hughes and cutting out Nicholson.
Looks that way. But this would never go all the way up to Hughes. He would have middlemen dealing with stuff like that.
You can drive.
So where do you want to go?
Someone like Mapes?
Word middleman was invented for guys like Mapes.
got this gadget whiz guy putting recording devices in the place for me. Say, Phelps, do you mind if I get back to what I was doing?
I want to make homicide. You know you made it.
I didn't want to arrest
Help
the
me
kid,
out.
so I gave him.
What now?
I say we bust
I'm
in there.
stumped. Ideas? What do you think?
Best check in at the front desk before we do anything else.
You're the reason brothers and sisters shouldn't marry.
That's the swine. Look at
Advice?
him. Going to church doesn't make you a Christian any more than staying in the garage makes you a car.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down in my sack. Sorry, just got a tip off. I'm about to roll out.
Any messages for me, Hopkins?
Not many you'd want to hear. Newspapers wanting interviews and rookies cussing you out mostly.
Nothing else.
Pinker wants you in tech services. Maybe you'll be more popular downstairs.
I got this gadget whiz guy putting recording devices in the place for me.
So what next?
Come on, Cole. Ray's a busy guy, and he's waiting on us with this report.
Another time, huh?
Any ideas?
Come on, Cole. Ray's a busy guy, and he's waiting on us with this report.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Hey, Cole. You're not winning any popularity contests upstairs, you know.
Where do you stand?
I think you're a good cop, but I try and stay out of politics.
Everybody tries to stay out of politics, Ray.
Well, don't quote me on it, but I'm hoping that Parker will get the job and clean this place up. I have your photographs. You can use the magnifier. There's quite a lot of detail.
Very funny.
I think you're right, Ray. We have our man. You take a nice photo, Phelps. Hey, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case I need to break.
Ring and the Watch are a match for our John Doe. He's obviously the competitive bid. Can you get this over to Lockheed so we can get a name for this guy?
It's already on its way.
Howard Hughes. millionaire, industrialist, aviator, and playboy, and Vernon Mapes, ex-dirty cop and business fixer. I found a similar tie pin along with a dead guy in a fridge.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Excellent photography, Tomoko. So Tomoko had the goods on McClellan. Too bad they blew the place to hell. Is this McClellan? Can anyone make out the street number behind him?
Are you kidding? With my eyesight?
Need a drink.
Cole, can you help me with a little experiment? Use the eyedropper in front of you. One drop from each of the bottles on the desk. Place the drops in the petri dish.
I got this gadget whiz guy putting recording devices at the place for me.
It's okay, guys. Just a little experiment.
Can you guys knock it off? Everyone's still jumping from that bang this morning.
Very funny, Ray. You just took a couple years off my life expectancy.
Did the same trick to me about an hour ago.
So that was the stuff that caused the explosion.
I think so. Acetic anhydride is almost as explosive as nitro, and when mixed with perchloric acid, it's very unstable. It needs to be cooled constantly. We used linseed oil. You could add any organic compound to trigger an explosion.
3 little drops.
Yeah, and they were using a 100-gallon vat.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
What do you think?
I say we get over to the house and see what we can find. Then we see the DA for a warrant on Mapes.
Hey, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case I need to break.
Advice?
I say we get over to the house and see what we can find. Then we see the DA for a warrant on Mapes.
So what next? I'm stumped. Ideas?
I say we get over to the house and see what we can find. Then we see the DA for a warrant on Mapes.
Herschel, let's roll.
Keep your shirt on. Here I come.
Shake a leg, Herschel.
Can you drive to this one? What now?
There's got to be some big puzzle pieces here, partner. We just have to find them. This place stinks of petroleum.
Avgas, if I'm not mistaken. It's all around the floor. Help me out.
There's got to be some big puzzle pieces here, partner. We just have to find them.
Hangstrom is flying today on TWA.
Hangstrom is dead, Cole. Why leave your ticket behind?
Nips is cleaning up. Hangstrom and McClellan are the same man.
The gas, Cole, the gas! We gotta get out of here right now! Look, by the stove! Shoot the gas line, Cole, we're out of here! There you are, shitheel. Come on, he's not getting away from us. Sleep on me, get in close. Enough games, folks. Take this guy out. Security men, Cole. Stay on mates. Knock them off the road if you have to, but stay on that fucker. Lay into his wheel well. Come on. It's no good. We need to get closer. Get in close and steer him off the tar. I'll go for the tires. That ought to slow the second hitch down.
Stop right there!
We're gonna have to go through all the security men first. I hope you're ready for a fight,
Aim at
Cole.
the tires! Stay down.
Get us all?
We gotta get these guys.
But Chief, I can't
Stay in cover.
your eyes.
How long do you think you can hold out?
I got it. As soon as he pokes his head out, we'll step on it.
You're surrounded, and your buddies are dead. Throw out the guns.
Time to move up.
Kill a cop, and it's the electric.
He wants to play cat and mouse? Fine. Let's go and get his ass.
Find some cover!
I got you now, motherfucker!
Stay down.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Give me some cover.
I'm covering you! I got you now, motherfucker!
you're gonna have to explain this to me again. So the guy at the chemical plant, he's planning on selling his magic formula to another company and skipping town with his assistant, but he blows himself up before he can manage it. So why the dead body in the refrigerator?
Mapes, Captain. He was eliminating all competitors for the process. When it went bang, he burnt down the apartment to remove all connection between Hughes and the plant.
Mapes, right. I remember Vernon Mapes. The guy had good, honest cops hanging their heads in shame. Glad he's finally out of commission. I don't know if it'll do you any good, Phelps, but between the Spruce Goose and half the city exploding, you might just have made the case of the decade.
Good morning, Doctor.
And a good morning to you too, Elsa. You look radiant.
Thank you, Doctor.
We haven't been seeing much of you lately, Elsa. You've been missing appointments.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I've been feeling much better.
That's very good to hear. And what has brought about this improvement?
It's the new man in my life. He's convinced me to fight my addiction.
Ah, the policeman from the newspapers. How has he coped with his fall from grace?
He can finally see things from a human perspective, rather than the ivory tower he created for himself. It's making him stronger. It's making me stronger helping him.
You wouldn't make a bad analyst yourself, Elsa. Should we swap seats?
We're both finding we have a lot to live up to.
And what is that?
In my case, Lou. He went through hell along with me and still came out smiling. In Cole's case, his friend, Jack Kelso.
Kelso?
You've heard of him?
No, I just like the sound of his name.
Cole and Jack are working on a case together.
Is Jack a policeman too?
No, he works for the district attorney.
What?
He's a special investigator. I thought you didn't know him.
I have never met the gentleman in question.
He has been looking into Lou's case. Cole thinks it might be linked to some fires he's investigating. You look pale, Doctor.
It's cold in here, Elsa. I think I'll close the window. Why are you looking at me like that, Elsa?
You arranged for Lou to work at Elysian Fields, Doctor.
Your fears are unfounded. I meet many people in my line of work. There are many ways that people can be helped. Finding them work is just one of them.
I don't believe you, Doctor. I've seen you with Monroe at the club.
I'm sorry that you have come to that conclusion, Elsa. I've always so enjoyed our conversations. I can see your future, Elsa. And Cole, the policeman. And Jack, the investigator. It's an unfortunate and grisly end.
I've come to help you, Doctor. To help you cross over. All your sins will be forgiven. The next life.
It's got to be one of these places. The arsonist's a bug sprayer. He must have worked at one of these joints.